Region 20 Championship. Automatic bid to the national tournament on the line in Arnold, Maryland. Howard Community College ranked 3rd in the nation, Region 20's #1 seed, battling the tournament host, Arundel Community College. Dragons won the regular season meeting 23-8. Howard is 7-0 against Region 20 schools, with an average margin of victory of 17 goals per game against Region 20 competition. The Dragons won their first region championship in 2007. Arundel enters the final with an 11-4 overall record. First quarter, Chris Reinhardt takes the contact, flag is down, still Reinhardt. Dodging above goal line extended. Feeds it to Ian Decker on the crease. Howard takes the lead. 3-1 Dragons now. Colin Wallace up against the short stick Donald Bishop. Riverhawks physical out of the gate. Unnecessary roughness flag on Bishop. Howard's extra man unit takes the field. Davis Carr goes down the middle. Has the whole goal to look at. Carr with the man up tally. 6-2 Howard, thanks in part to the face-off unit, led by Skylar Briscoe. HCC won 7 of 11 first quarter face-offs. Decker absorbs a few checks. Still Decker. Finds Reed Merlot, uncovered in the middle of the field, 8 yards out, scores. 7-2 Howard. Second quarter, Brett Carter gets possession for Anne Arundel. Decker flies up and lands a big hit. Keegan Moen with the ground ball to Reinhardt, attacking the unsettled situation. Decker's up with him. Ian, the executioner Decker, scores! Howard's face-off unit winning 65% in the first half. Decker just ran out of shots. Decker once again able to win his matchup. Anne Arundel showing some frustration. Michael Bigelow up against Carr. Mark Bowser with the stick save, and he smothers the rebound attempt. Riverhawks work it from the strong side to the weak side quickly, but they're unable to capitalize. Jesse Ekstrom dodging on the taller short stick defensive midi. Gets himself a tremendous angle. Ekstrom, high to low, gives Howard a 7-goal lead. Briscoe just won the face-off, attacking the unsettled situation. Briscoe forces the defender to make a decision. Briscoe dumps it off to Ian Decker. Howard puts up 14 goals in the first half. Third quarter, Decker goes right back to work. Decker with 9 goals in the Region 20 Championship. 6:11 remaining in the third quarter. 8-goal lead now for Howard. Davis Carr places it in the corner. Extra man opportunity for Anne Arundel. Stone Boone feeds his teammate on the doorstep. Denied by Bowser. Fourth quarter Riverhawk possession. Bigelow to Jeremy Ross. Howard's defense dialed in. 10-goal lead now for the Dragons. Merlot sends it behind for Chris Reinhardt. Beats the goalie high. Howard wins the Region 20 Championship, the first of the Coach Faust era. Coach Faust, just talk about what this day means to you, all the work you've put in the years you've been here.
It's I want to say satisfying, but at the same time, I'm very grateful for the coaching staffs that I've had, especially this year's, and then the players. I got an outstanding group of guys. So that's honestly where my thoughts are and how I'm feeling right now. Kind of a little bit in shock right now, but we've worked really hard for this, and so it's not really a surprise. I don't want to say it's a surprise, but it's just a sense of satisfaction would probably be the best way to put it.
One emphasis you've always had is character. Talk about the character of this group of young men.
Real good set, good group of guys who, are all friends. They all get along. And this is my 4th year as head coach at this program, and that has never happened until this year. And so I think it's a special occasion when that can happen, because these guys aren't necessarily living together, and they're not spending a lot of time off the field necessarily together because we're at a junior college, but everyone is working out there for one another, and that happens not only on game days but in practices. And I'm kind of at a loss for words right now.
Ian, what was the key to maintaining your composure in a very intense game out there in this championship?
I think I just had a lot of confidence in our team, and we've been through a lot of games together, some close ones early on, but I knew we'd pull through and get the lead, and we've got a real great defense, and that always starts our offense up, and I wasn't too worried about it.
So when you look back down the road, I know this team's not done yet, but when you look back at today, what are you going to remember about this day?
Just our team playing our game, scoring goals and making stops. We did our thing, and we got the win. It was first one in 10 years, so it's a great win for the program and for coach, for all the sophomores.
And the way you answer questions and the way coaches answer questions, I can tell that this team they care about each other. So talk about how you care about your teammates and how you feel about them.
Well, lacrosse, it's a team sport. You got 9 other guys out there, and you got to be able to rely on them, and you got to trust one another. And if one person's playing for themselves, it's not a well-oiled machine. So you got to be out there for one another.
So you had an incredible postseason. Did you feel any differently coming into these games, or was this just business as usual for you out there?
This was business as usual. It was more get redemption from last year, because that loss still resonated with a lot of the sophomores, and we knew what we had to do, and we came in, we did it today.
Expand a little bit on how that resonated, because last year I know it was a very tight game and it didn't go your way. What fuel did that provide for 2017?
We just knew that we had to work harder than every other team that we would play, and we knew that in practice that we had to really step it up and to get to that next level and to get to that national championship. So that loss really it put fire in our hearts for this year, to know that that's where we should be and that's where we need to be next year, and we made it happen this year.
The closeness of the sophomores, can you take us inside a little bit there? That's interesting to hear that there was a lot of fire from the Essex game last year.
Yeah, all the guys that were there on the field last year that are still on the team this year, every week I would say we would just think back to the losses we would have last year, and we would just think, man, we need to do better this year. Like, we just need to win, and we've made it so this year. It's been pretty good.
What is this championship? It's not the national championship, but it's a region championship. It hasn't been done for 10 years here at Howard. What does this day mean to you?
It just feels amazing to be a part of something that hasn't happened in 10 years, and for it to be this big, and for us to do it, it just felt amazing, especially after last year. Losing on our home field, it was not fun. So coming in this year, getting it, I wouldn't say it was a relief, but it was a little bit of pressure off our shoulders, because we had that mindset of we're going in and we are winning. So
one of my lasting memories from this game will be just beginning of the game, you walking around and saying, we need the bench to be in this game. Talk about just how important that was today.
The bench is always important. We're only as strong as our weakest link. The guys on the bench provide a boost for us, whether we're playing well or not. And if they're not talking and echoing calls, we can struggle on the field. So really, it's a full team effort every game, in and out, all the time.
So it sounded like Arundel, they were very looking to maybe get you all out of your game a little bit with physicality or maybe trash talking out there. What was the key to just playing your game and ignoring that?
Well, our coaching staff did a good job of putting together a plan, and we executed. We can't get lost. That's what teams try to do to us. We put up a lot of goals, and you can see against Genesee, if you start to get in our head a little bit, we turn over the ball. Today they try to do the same thing, but as the season's progressed, we've gotten better with that. And if we're getting chirped, we play regardless.
How does this team feel about its potential on the national stage?
Since the 2 weeks after practice started, we saw the skill we had on the team, and a national championship was what we were looking for. We're certainly happy with a Region 20 championship, but the entire season we've been gunning for a national championship.
So between now and between the first round game, what's it going to take to go out there and earn the championship?
A couple days off Monday and Tuesday, thanks to Coach Faust. But it's going to take a lot of hard work. We can't stop now. This is the most difficult part of the season. It's definitely getting a lot hotter. Playing on turf, it gets warm out there. So we need to stay conditioned and just continue to work.
So how badly did you want to come out and have a good game for your teammates today in this championship?
Always. This is my first year here. I'm a sophomore, and some of the guys do look up to me, and I want to play the best that I can. Not just for my own personal gain, but if we're all playing well, the offense and the defense, it's just in harmony. It looks great.
Talk about how you've progressed as a leader throughout the season.
When I came to Howard, Coach Faust looked to me to be a leader, and I try to do that both on and off the field. Not getting in guys' faces, but if something's going on, respectfully telling them what to do, and then them listening and then working on it, and then you can see it on the field, them really getting better.
So can you describe that dynamic a little bit, just being able to politely but also get your point across to, as a leader, just to correct certain things you see out there?
When we do see it, our team, we have all of a mutual respect for one another, regardless of where we're from or where we're going. We're a team, we're all out there at the same time, and if someone's not playing well, and then everyone, it hurts everyone. So keeping a high morale is definitely important, and just letting them know to do the right things, not telling them what they did wrong, but what they could do better.
So coming from D1 NJIT, what made you want to come here, play for Coach Faust, Columbia, and compete for a Region 20 championship and a national championship?
It was just it was a new page in my life. I felt like that wasn't where I wanted to be full time. A good friend of mine, Kevin Curcio, we went to the same high school. He let me know about Howard, and I got a call from Faust within a day. And next thing you know, I was a Dragon. And I heard good things. Kevin was talking about it last year, the team, and we just wanted to build on that. And we're currently doing that right now.